Israel. We are here fighting Israel, and we will fight them until siphumelele. uMandela wathi, South Africa is not free until Palestine is free. Aluta amandla. Ngiyabonga ma-comrade.
Thank you, thank you, Comrade Nomsamati Gisela. Amandla! Panting apartheid Israel government, panting occupation of Gaza, panting occupation of West Bank, panting. Forward with the spirit of Comrade Yasser Arafat, forward! Thank you very much. Before us here in the stage, we've got members of the Central Command team, and the Deputy President will therefore call upon our main speaker to address us. Comrade Deputy President Floyd Shivambu.
Amandla! Viva progressive internationalism, viva! Viva progressive internationalism, viva! Viva to free Palestine, viva! Pansi apartheid Israel, pansi! Away apartheid Israel, away! Amandla! Away to! Thank you very much, Secretary General. My task is not going to be a very difficult task. I've been called here to introduce to you a progressive internationalist, an internationalist who appreciates that our war for economic freedom here in South Africa cannot be separated from the struggles of the people of Palestine, the struggle for self-determination, the struggle against occupation by apartheid Israel. An internationalist who appreciates that our freedoms mean nothing when other parts of the world are still oppressed. I'm here to introduce to you the incoming president of South Africa, the commander-in-chief in the war for economic freedom, Commander-in-Chief Julius Malema. Commander-in-Chief.
Amandla! Amandla! Long live the EFF, long live! Long live the EFF, long live! Forward to the freedom of Palestine, forward! Down with apartheid Israel, down! Down with apartheid Israel, down! Thank you very much, Deputy President, Ground Forces of the EFF, the organizations that are here, not to support the EFF, but support the people of Palestine. I'm not alone, I'm here with the national chairperson of the EFF who was not introduced. So I'm not going to speak until he greets you.
Apartheid Israel, panze. Panze Israel, apartheid Israel, panze. Phambili EFF, phambili. Viva EFF, viva. Viva Commander-in-Chief, viva. Mandla. Panze Zuma, panze. Panze Ramaphosa, panze. Panze Nkosazana, panze. Panze bonke, panze.
Amandla! Thank you very much, leadership of the EFF. We have our provincial leaders here. I saw the acting chairperson. I saw members of the PCT. I saw the CCT deployees to Gauteng. I've seen the RCT members of Tshwane and all the regions of Gauteng. I saw the provincial secretary. Let me take this opportunity to thank you, because many people will not agree to participate in a program which is not speaking to their immediate challenges. So for you to come out in your numbers and say to the people of Palestine, your suffering is our suffering, your pain is our pain, because they oppressed you and they claim to have given us freedom. We are not free until you are free. The EFF is not an organization of South Africans only. The EFF represent all those who reject imperialism and colonialism. The EFF represent all the oppressed masses of our people all over the world. It doesn't matter whether you are white or black, as long as you are fighting colonialism, as long as you are fighting imperialism, as long as you know that USA is the enemy of the people, you are a friend of the EFF. Because that which is happening in Palestine has been condoned by the USA. If the USA was not agreeable to the oppression of the people of Palestine, that Israel will not be arrogant. The madman who is the president of the USA today agrees entirely with the nonsense that is happening in Palestine. The nonsense which is perpetuated by apartheid Israel in Palestine is supported directly by capitalism and by America. So we need to say to the embassy of Israel, we are not friends with people who derive pleasure out of pain of other people. We must always be democratic. We must always respect the human rights. Why do you arrest people without trial and claim to be democratic? Because everybody must be subjected to a fair hearing by an independent judiciary. The people of Palestine, they get jailed without trial by apartheid Israel. We are not here today because we hate the Jewish people. Our march is not against the Jews. Our march is against the apartheid Israel. So we must not live here thinking that the Jews are our enemies. They are not our enemies. We do not agree with the apartheid Israel. We are saying to South Africa, remove our embassy in Israel, and then remove this one from South African soil, because we cannot share a territory with people who are oppressing other people. We are saying to all South Africans, do not visit Israel until the land is returned back into the hands of the rightful owners. Because by visiting Israel now, you are supporting the apartheid Israel. We are saying to universities and all academic institutions and academics, stop doing any business with Israel. We are saying to the business community, cut your ties with Israel. Why? Because when we were under apartheid, we received an international solidarity. That's why today we are free in South Africa. People marched all over the world against South African apartheid. That's why today we are returning the favor to the people of Palestine. If we boycott everything Israel, then they will feel the pain. They will see the need to go into genuine negotiations with Palestinian authorities so that they resolve to come with one state solution, not two states. I know that there are resolutions and international resolutions on two-state solution. We want one state. We want Palestinians and the Jewish communities to live under one democratic country, like we are doing here in South Africa. We are living here with Afrikaners. It doesn't matter how much we hate them. We have to live with them because they've been naturalized here. We are saying to the Palestinians, we are saying to the Israelis, if South Africans can do it, you too can do it. You can stay together peacefully and elect a government which is based on the will of the majority, not on the will of the connected few who've got economic power. Democracy doesn't matter whether you are Jew or Palestinian. As long as the majority say this is the type of government we want, we must all respect that. We are doing the same in South Africa. Even when we are led by fools, we accept that they are a democratic government of fools. There's nothing we can do about that. So we are saying, all of us, let us respect democracy. We are saying to apartheid Israel, respect democracy. We have nothing against you except the system of oppression, occupation of Gaza is wrong. And we are saying return the land in the same way we are demanding our land here in South Africa. Let the people of Palestine own their own land. Fellow fighters, we must know that our struggle is not a localized struggle. You must not, when you fight, think only of Soshanguve or Atteridgeville. Our issues go beyond Tshwane. Our issues are international. When you destroy the EFF in Tshwane, you must know you are destroying the hope of the Palestinians. Very far from Tshwane. So you must stop being narrow-minded. You must stop suffering from a frog view. You must have a giraffe view. You must see Palestine even when you are here. You must feel the pain of Palestinians even when you are here. Children are being killed. Children are being stabbed. Women are being bombed in Palestine. Soldiers have occupied that place. There are a lot of entry areas. Even if you are not a Palestinian or a Jew, you want to visit Palestine, you are subjected to a huge harassment by Israel. So that must come to an end. This march is not a once-off march. We'll come here every time Balfour Declaration is celebrated by reactionary forces. We will come here to condemn it, because Balfour Declaration is reactionary. It was a colonizer, Britain, giving the land of Palestinians to the Jews without the consent of the Palestinians. We are saying to Britain, shame on you. You will never be our friend because you are a colonizer. How do you give other people's land through a simple short letter that the rest will see what they do, but you guys, here is your portion? Allocating the land of the Palestinians without their consent. That must come to an end. Everything that represents apartheid, everything that represents oppression must be defeated, must be fought against by all of us. Let us hold hands with the people of Palestine. It doesn't matter how many are you. You must just say, wrong, it's wrong, and it will never be accepted. It doesn't matter whether that wrong is being done to me. Even if it's done to another person, it remains wrong. We need a free Palestine. In the EFF rallies, if you have not noticed, this flag is always up there on the stage of Palestine. Because we are not only with Palestinians when it is fashionable or on Balfour Declaration Day. We are with them throughout. International solidarity should not be factional. International solidarity should not be partisan. Everybody else must pay their respect and say to the Israeli regime, free the people of Palestine. Whether you are ANC, whether you are DA, whether you are COPE, wrong, it's wrong. And we know that what Israel is doing to Palestine, it's wrong. So fighters, let us spread the gospel. Let us make our people understand that there are people who are still suffering today under the oppression of Israel, supported by Britain and America. We are not with the colonizers. Our vote with DA does not mean we support their ideological orientation. It's a marriage of convenience. DA is like what you call this person you date after breaking up with your genuine girlfriend. DA is a rebound. We will meet the real lover. We are still passing time. Because DA represent apartheid Israel here. We are not confused about that. But we have a problem of these criminals called the ANC, who are stealing directly without any shame. That's why we are saying, in the meantime, let us pause a bit here while we are still looking for a permanent solution to the crisis of South Africa. Our voting with DA should never be confused that we support the apartheid Israel, because DA does support apartheid Israel.
Yes.
Our marriage with DA should not mean that we support Black Monday. This nonsense that the white Afrikaners were doing here in Tshwane on Monday, we don't support such nonsense. And what was even worse is that police are so scared of white people. Instead of shooting at them with rubber bullets, they were taking the phones of white people, shooting them pictures while they were disrupting the city of Tshwane. If you start misbehaving here, these police won't even shoot a warning, because these blacks are trained by apartheid to suffer from a black hate. It was an opportunity for them to test the skin of white people with a rubber bullet. They missed an opportunity. So we are saying to them, they must know we are watching them. Even their loudmouth minister, who did not instruct them to shoot at this racist, who were blocking our roads, who were stopping our children from going to write their final examination of matric. Useless police of Tshwane did not do anything against racism, even when they saw it on Monday. Useless minister of police did not do anything, even when whites were disrupting us. You know why? The ANC is scared of white people. The ANC is scared of Israel. The ANC is scared of Afrikaners. So the regime of the EFF will never be scared of a white person. These police here are trained to respect a white man. When they see a white man, ha, basa. But a black man, they ill-treat, even when black people are not doing anything but fighting for their rights. I saw police arresting a black young girl in UCT who was protesting naked. They carried her, harassed her, put her in a van. But during the Feast Must Fall in Stellenbosch and even in UCT, when police were shooting at black people, the white children did a human chain in front of black students. Police stopped shooting because they saw the train bus. That's how they are taught. Their colleges respect them to respect whiteness. You are cowards in uniform. It doesn't matter whether a wrong thing is done by a black person or a white person. All of us must respect the law. Now, I heard that these whites are coming to march again. They will announce a new date. I'm thinking National Chair, we must organize a counter march and meet them halfway. We cannot allow white people to do as they wish in this country, like they are doing in Palestine. Let them announce the day they are coming back to Tshwane. Let us meet them toe to toe. Let us teach them who owns South Africa. We cannot be harassed in our own country during apartheid and be harassed in our own country during a democratic dispensation by a nonsense Afrikaner community. It must come to an end. Let us take them toe to toe. Let us show them who is in charge of this country. This is our land. This is our country. We will defend it with everything. If it means defending it with our lives, let us defend it with our lives. Let us see. Let us see when the Boers come back. Which side will the police take? Police must take side. We are not fighting anyone. We are going to liberate our highways, our freeways from racist whites because government has failed. When government failed to protect us, we must protect ourselves. This regime has failed. Let us protect ourselves against this racism. Fellow fighters, bring anything that will defend this land on that day. Let's bring anything that will defend this land on that day. This is our land. We must not be pushed to a limit by these Afrikaners because they take advantage of our tolerance. They think our kindness is stupidity.